Hey gang, Taki here. Hope you're really well. Got a question here from Dave, who wants to know what's the best way to handle the I need to talk to my husband objection. In this particular example, the husband didn't believe in coaching. So let's answer that right after we do this. Okay, so we're here in Bali, just checking out a new little pathway I haven't gone down yet. Dave, amazing question, super important, because you've either got to get the partner who's present with you to make the decision in spite of their partner, or you need to somehow get them on board, but do it in a way that doesn't, let's go up here, that doesn't slow down your, oh, this is good. I'm so glad we came this way. Doesn't slow down your sales process. So let's talk about exactly how to do that right now. Okay, so I'm going to give you two tips right now. Dave, number one. Oh man, sorry. I'm going to give you two tips in just a sec. This place is super pretty. Love the sound of a sprinkler in the morning. Let's come down here. Okay, so Dave, here's the first thing. If the husband and wife both need to be on board for the prospect to say yes, then doing a sales appointment with one partner and hoping that they do a good job with the other is just a recipe for disaster. So instead of that, the first basic and most important rule always to have is get both of them on the call. And you can find that out in your pre-call qualification process. You know, who else is there that needs to be involved in this decision? Or supposing we come up with a plan together, who else needs to be on the line so that you don't have to translate, you can just get straight into implementation, right? Having them on the line is the easiest solution and frankly would take care of about 90% of this problem. I need to talk about them, frankly, feels like not a sales skills problem, but a sales process problem. And if we can fix it before it even comes up, problem like 90% solved, right? So get them on the call. Secondly, when they're on the call, I don't know if you've ever had this happen. Dave, I'm going to assume that you're married here. I don't know if you are. Where you go into a sales call with your partner, and let's just sit down here just sit down here for a second. Yeah, well, you go into a sales call with your partner, and just before you get on the line, you both look at each other and say, "Hey, no matter what they say, don't say yes to anything unless we've both agreed." I don't know if you've ever done that. I've certainly done that. I know a ton of prospects have had that exact same conversation. So if you know that's going to happen, then build it in to your sales process. So you've got husband and wife on the call, as we just talked about. And at the end, they probably are going to say, if that's what they've agreed, you know, the kind of the rules they've set up with each other, they're probably going to say something like, listen, this sounds really good, but we probably need to have a talk about this ourselves. Um, so whether you do this face to face or on the phone or on Zoom or whatever you use, this is how I would handle that. Great, of course. When I'm with my partner, we both agree that we make decisions together. So why don't we do this? I've got a couple of things to do right now. I've got a couple of calls to make or whatever. Why don't you guys have a chat and then I'll meet you back here in 5 minutes. How does that sound? And they'll be like, cool. And often you'll kind of leave the room, whether physically or virtually, and you just say, kind of ping me back here when you're ready. And they just look at each other and, okay, Dave's not here anymore. Do you want to do it? Yeah, I'd kind of like to do it. Yeah, me too. Okay. And then they just sit there waiting for the other 4.5 minutes, ready for you to come back. But here's the big lesson. Taking the pressure off. Like if they've made a pact that they're not going to do a deal unless they've talked to each other, then factor that in. Make it part of your deal. I think if you do that, you're going to do super well. Hopefully that helps. Dave, Two lessons. Number one, get them both on the call. Number two, if they need to talk to each other, give them space to talk to each other live on the call. And you just kind of disappear for a bit, do something. Like I've literally left a Zoom room and had people just Facebook message me when they're ready to come back. And then they come back and away they go. Cool. That's the first two things I would do, Dave. Hopefully that helps. Take good care, bro. And I will talk to you soon. Taki Moore from Ask Taki. Out.